What is up, peeps? Hope we're all doing well. Welcome back to more CS news. A big topic from this past weekend that I don't think people dove in on enough, and Blast has now apologized for, was a little middle finger moment from someone like FlameZ, which, by the way, let me preface by saying this was received very well, as per usual in the CS community. We need more trash talk. We need more banter. I don't mind people flicking each other off. That's a great thing, and that kind of stuff adds a lot of narrative to the CS scene, which I think we can always use. What is a problem, though, is how this is misused by someone like Blast, as they have now apologized for this moment played on stream during the series of Vitality and Eternal Fire. It was post-clutch where people were thinking, oh, did FlameZ flick off the Eternal Fire players? Even though Eternal Fire go on to win the series and they played very well against Vitality, was he flicking them off? Is that what he was doing?
Now it feels like a save, but he's caught them off guard, and as he covered by ZywOo, they do get it together.
Yeah, heads up from ZywOo, right, to push and take main away. It meant that even if Magic dealt with both players in the site, he just didn't have the space to win that round, the time to win it. It's this stellar 3K out of FlameZ on the Hero M4. And there you go.
Let him know. It's begun early.
To which we later find out that was actually him flicking off a photographer and actually someone from the crew before the match had even started. It was then patched back in and added after that clutch moment, which is a big no-no. Like, you can't be doing that. That creates not just a false narrative, which in most cases is probably not a problem, but when you have some diehard Eternal Fire fans, and I don't want people ganging up on Turkish CS fans, but when you have some diehard fans who are like, why is he disrespecting us? They kind of got up in arms, or some people did. That is not all Eternal Fire fans, but I imagine some of them maybe were saying some things towards FlameZ where then he is like, wait, I didn't flick them off. That was not me doing that. And so we later find out, even posts from Steph herself, great photographer, by the way, like, here's proof. This was before the match. He did this to me. All right, this was not to the other team, just so the Eternal Fire fans can lay off FlameZ, but here is what Blast had to say. Stating, yesterday there was an incident involving Vitality player FlameZ where a middle finger gesture was caught on camera. This moment, which incurred an out-of-context interaction between the player and the camera crew, should not have been aired, as this interaction happened before the match even started. We want to clarify that the gesture was not aimed at any opponent or fellow competitor. We deeply regret this has led to a horde of abusive messages being directed at the player online. We sincerely apologize for the negative attention it has caused, and we do not condone any abuse towards any player in any shape or form. And FlameZ also taking to Twitter saying, well played to Eternal Fire. We struggle against them, not the LAN debut we wished for. Just to clarify regarding the middle finger, I was joking with the cameraman and pointed the middle finger at him. Blast took it from a different angle and posted it. I have nothing but respect to Eternal Fire and the grind they've been doing and wish them the very best. So it's like, what are you doing, Blast? And I do appreciate Blast. You know, I've been to a lot of their events. They are awesome at what they do. But I also think they kind of worded that statement like kind of, coated it a little bit with some bubble wrap. They could have been a bit more honest of like, hey, we patched that back in and we should not have. And of course, they don't condone player hate, but you guys caused player hate because you snipped that in. That's a big no-no. And so hopefully someone like that does not happen again. And you feel for someone like FlameZ who is like, yo, I flicked off a camera person, and now I have Turkish CS and Eternal Fire fans sending me probably not so nice things. I would assume some death threats were probably thrown in there. It's like, what? And now players might know, hey, we probably shouldn't flick off Eternal Fire. Their fans are very loyal to them, which I'm like, stoke that fire. Maybe next time we see Vitality versus EF, FlameZ's going to walk in double pumped. Anyway, that was the Blast and FlameZ situation. Wanted to clarify all of that, and a big no-no and a big mess up, and you feel for someone like FlameZ who has a great personality, and I hope he keeps those fingers flying, all right? I hope this is not, stray him away from putting the finger out there, because we need more of that. And lastly, what we need more of is this great POV we keep on getting. We showed you guys yesterday a donk POV on Insane Reaction and Flick, and of course, m0NESY also had one. These kids are not human.
You're telling me he's the second best? Like, look at this from his POV. What is that? It's insane.
And they just look like me in those POVs, guys. If I could show you my office POV right now, you would see nothing that it was an absolute mess in here, actually. For a long time, I had a dead cockroach right here. I don't know if I'm sharing too much, but until next time, I hope you guys all enjoy. All right, I'll be back here all week long breaking that CS news. Thanks for all the DMs and comments. You guys are awesome, and I'll see you back here soon. Ta-ta.